Welcome back to the 513 podcast. We're here with two very special guests as well as Bengals Storm Nick Nickel. I'm here with Willie Lutz and Mr. Fifth Round pick Tycen Anderson out of Toledo. How you doing, Mr. Tycen Anderson?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Nick, you ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, shoot it.
All right, so first question I have for you is, I looked at it and I saw that you were teammates with one of our undrafted free agents we got, Delonte Hood. How do you feel that you're able to play with one of your former teammates while you're trying to make the step to the NFL?
No, it felt good just to see that familiar face, really. So somebody that I kind of walked in and already knew because we had talked about us both being on the team already. So I had already kind of knew that we were both going to be here, obviously, because I got drafted. He got signed as an undrafted free agent. So it's just cool just seeing him again after, it's been like, I want to say like a year and a half since the last time I really seen him in person. So just seeing him again was dope to see, and we just can continue in our relationship for real.
Yeah, because do you know if Delonte had his signing impacted from you at all, or
Say that one more time.
do you know if Delonte had his signing with the Bengals impacted at all because he knew you were on the team as well?
No, we never really talked about that. So I don't even know. I don't even know. I think it was just a great coincidence for real.
All right.
How were OTAs with the defensive back room, and how'd that go in general?
No, it's been smooth. It's been real good. Just learning from the guys, learning from Von Bell, learning from Trey Henderson, learning from all the dudes, Cheeto, Mike Hilton, everybody. It's just a good group of DBs, and we can kind of feel that they all look out for each other all the time. It's a tight knit group for real. So
who's the funniest?
The funniest?
Yeah.
The funniest, I've got it. The funniest to me is Delonte Hood. He's funny to me. Yeah.
All right, Willie, you got any question?
Oh, yeah. I think it's interesting that you say Delonte's. You got to talk to Michael Thomas. You'll really – we talked to him for like 5 minutes. That dude is ridiculous. I don't know what his deal is. That dude – I've talked to him a few times. He just cracks me up. I don't know what it is about his personality.
No, Mike Thomas, he's for sure. I get a lot of knowledge from Mike Thomas though. Mike T, really, he just an 11-year vet. So I just always try to ask him questions, and he always helped me with the playbook, helped me with some personal protective stuff. So Mike Thomas, he a legend in my eyes.
He's the longest tenured too.
Go ahead, Bryson. Sorry.
He's the longest tenured defensive back in that room, isn't he?
Yes. Yep. This is the 11th year in the room in the NFL.
Yep.
What I was going to say, I think. Oh, where was I going to say that there's Michael Thomas thing there? I don't know. I had a good one in there for you, but your note on the wisdom. I got the wisdom thing. Is it just me, or does he just randomly interject the smartest things you've ever heard someone say? Is that something that I experienced, or is that something he just does all the time?
Nah, he always go drop some jewels on you for sure. He just, like you say, he been in the game for 11 years. So, he done pretty much seen everything, been a part of different systems, been around so many different personalities. So, he for sure always dropping jewels.
I love it.
Yeah.
The other question I wanted to ask real quick. You were talking about some of your past experience with those guys, but I just have to ask this as a person who did watch the 6-game MAC season, who loves the MAC for some reason, just growing up in Ohio, and someone that attended Ohio University for a semester, like a lot of people do when they go to Ohio University. I just have to know, from your perspective, you've been around the MAC, you've played in those stadiums. What is the weirdest, or maybe the craziest environment is probably a better way to say that, environment you play in the MAC or that you've experienced in the MAC? Or is it just home in Toledo?
Toledo, we got the best fans in the MAC. We just gonna stamp that right. If the history of football in the area for at least as long as I can remember, for real, Toledo had the best fans. So as far as anybody besides Toledo, as far as good crowds, the team down south, Bowling Green, always got a good crowd when we play there. And crowd be pretty rocking. So other than that, I mean, everybody else is just kind of average to me. OU has a really good crowd too. Can't lie. When we played at OU, the 2 times I played at OU, it was for sure rocking.
Yeah, they can get fired up. It's kind of surprising.
For sure, they for sure can.
All right, so the next question I have for you is like, what are your goals for this season as a rookie? Because obviously we have Bates and Von Bell and even first round rookie Dexton. Is there any goals that you have for this season?
My biggest goal, I mean, honestly, is just to contribute where I can contribute and take care of the things that I can take care of. I know we got a deep secondary room, and I know special teams has always been my way to get on the field, even as a young dude at Toledo. So I mean, that's for sure one way I'm taking care of my business there, just to try to make the team and make an impact on the team in any way possible. So that's 100% my biggest concern right now, is making sure I know all my plays. I'm in my playbook for when my moment is called, and then when my moment is not called, contribute on special teams in any way possible.
Yeah, man, love to hear. I mean, we throughout the season, we had a lot of people we claimed off waivers and brought off the practice squad, and they made huge impacts in special teams. So I can definitely see you making that same kind of impact for us.
For sure.
What was it like at St. John's? Like when you were playing high school football, did you kind of feel like you were going to go D1 and, be where you are today? Or was it like a feeling out process throughout your high school career?
I'd probably say when I went to St. John's, I knew I had a good opportunity to play Division I football. I mean, my coaches told me in Little League. I mean, I had a great trainer. We just always continued to just work, and then I had good size in my position. So I knew it was kind of coming in. Some of my good friends got Division I offers, and we grew up playing competitively all the time. So I kind of knew my time was coming. Didn't know when it would come. My time came a little later than theirs because they got offers before me. And then I always knew if I worked hard, the NFL was going to be an option for real. And luckily, I continue to stack good days from the moment I got to Toledo to the moment I left, and gave myself an opportunity to even be at this level for real.
So you had offers from Bowling Green and Toledo, as well as Air Force Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky, it says. Looking at Toledo and BG itself, what persuaded you to choose Toledo over BD?
For me personally, it was more so my hometown. If I was going to play anywhere in the MAC, it was going to be for my hometown city. Point blank period.
And they're better, just saying.
I agree.
All right, Will, do you have any more questions for him?
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on that. So I was really cool to hear you say, you wanted to stay at home, play at home. If you're going to play at that level, why not play at home? That's pretty cool. So quickly, did you grow up a Cleveland Browns fan? Speaking of playing at home.
No, I grew up a Steelers fan my whole life. So my dad was a Steelers fan. So it kind of just naturally just gravitated towards me. And when I was a kid, they obviously went on that run where they had the steel curtain and all that type stuff. So I grew up a Steelers fan personally, just because of my dad, truly.
Week 1, how's that going to go?
It's going to go exactly how we expect it to go.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, the second part of that question then is, so you're a Steelers fan, so it kind of takes away the hometown connection there a little bit from my little Cleveland swing I was going to do. But regardless, said you wanted to stay at home, play in Toledo. Again, super cool. But you then get drafted, first of all, which is an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations. And you find out you get drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, who, by the way, sounds like they were pretty excited they got to get you in the building. So we were all fired up to hear that. They had you a pretty high player on their board. But I'm just kind of curious. It's kind of a two-parter there, but how cool was it to, A, finally hear your name called as a player that was going to be, among the small percentage of the population that will ever be an NFL football player, and then B, find out it was going to be in your home state of Ohio?
No, yeah. So, I mean, just to get your name called is one of the most, surreal moments that I've been a part of my short 22-year life. So, I mean, that was a crazy moment, and to take that moment in with all the people, all my family and friends, it made it even more special. And then I think that's just might be my story as far as being like a hometown kid, a hometown hero. That's my story at this point. I stayed at college close to home, and now I'm staying in my hometown state. So that's just my story at this point, just a hometown hero.
Yeah, man, that video of all you guys celebrating when you get drafted is in like the cul-de-sac or something like that outside your house. It's like everyone was outside celebrating. Am I crazy?
No, yeah, that was my neighborhood where all my family and friends.
I just love that, man. That was so cool. So congratulations, and that was a great answer.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
What part of Toledo did you grow up in? Did you grow down like near downtown, or was it?
Yeah, I grew up pretty near downtown. Yep, like probably took me not even 5 minutes to drive downtown.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, one final question. As you've been in OTs for a few weeks, what's your early impression on the defense?
It's a lot of fast people. It's a lot of smart, intelligent players. It's just a lot of playmakers for real. And so it's a ton of leaders on that defense for real. Just off my short kind of time here, it's just a lot of dudes who take pride in their work, take pride in helping others, and nobody is really like selfish or things like that. So that's kind of my first impressions. A lot of dudes who work hard, who unselfish, and who treat the rookies like they do the vets. So it's a good environment to be around.
Have you gone one-on-one with Jamar Chase yet?
No, not yet.
No. I'd love to watch that Bengals post that. You think you'd win?
I mean, I play safety, so I'm
okay. Yeah.
Guarding the tight ends and stuff.
Have you gone against Hayden Hurst?
No, we haven't. We have not done any like offense on defense yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got. Nick, anything else for you?
That's all I have.
Willie?
Yeah. So have they talked to you about like the Chilean stuff yet? Do you know like the Gold Star skyline divide that's going to exist?
I've never heard of what you say, Ghost Star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down, but I've heard of Skyline, but I haven't been to either of them though.
Okay, interesting. So the Bengals are sponsored by Skyline, or the Bengals are sponsored by Gold Star. The Reds are sponsored by Skyline. So it's going to be very controversial to hear your Chili takes as they emerge. I'm sure we'll get them down the road.
No, yeah, for sure. We gonna get some chili in because I hear good things about the chili down here, so it's only right there.
I've heard mixed reviews. Obviously, they don't have any up near me, but
which one do y'all like?
I've heard
Skyline. I love Skyline. Skyline's the way to go. It's something different, man. It's a whole other world.
Now, do they only sell chili? Like, is that like the only thing?
They got some other stuff there too, but the chili is like the center, the heart of the menu, really.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try soon.
There we go.
Have you explored downtown yet at all? With your time down there, have you gone out with any other defensive backs?
Not really gone out, but we just kind of got some food. I went to EO Kitchen. I went to Taste of Belgium.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only restaurant. BurgerFi.
I'm sure if you ever go
Taste
to
of
Jeff
Belgium.
Ruby's, the steakhouse, it's like a bigger steakhouse down there. It's like our recruiting pitch down there when we're trying to get free agents. If you ever take that out, you got to tell me how it is.
What is it called again?
Jeff Ruby Steakhouse. I don't know if that's the name of it or not, but I know
That's
Jeff,
one of
That's
them.
what it's called.
You're gonna want the precinct though. That's when they say you want to go to the precinct. That's a dinner you're not gonna want to miss.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
You're gonna be asked at some point this season if you want to go to the precinct, and I would make sure you say yes to that one.
okay, say less. All I need to hear. I love
yeah.
food. I'll be trying to get hip to all the
You have
food.
to write this down.
Yep.
All right, Tyson, thank you for your time. I really enjoyed this interview. Hope to see you back again someday, maybe later.
No, yeah, appreciate y'all. No doubt. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tycen Anderson.
Welcome back to the 513 podcast. I'm Nick Nickel, aka Bengals Storm. I'm here with a very special guest, a wide receiver from last year, punt returner, one of my personal favorite players, Trenton Irwin. How are you today, Trenton?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on here. Just happy to get chatting.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. All right. Let's start off the question. So the first one I have for you is, there's a open competition for the punt returner job. How do you feel how you're doing with that right now in this competition with Trent Taylor, Kwame Lassiter, Tyler Boyd, and Chris Evans? How do you feel like you're mixing in with it?
Well, just going out there, having fun, trying to work on my craft. I mean, right now I'm recovering from a little surgery from last year, but just sort of feeling it out. And, right now we're just catching punts. It's not really like crazy competition or nothing. I mean, that'll come down to when we go in preseason and when everything else is more competitive there. Right now we're just learning and trying to grow as individuals and as a team and chemistry wise and just trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, man. I remember last year I saw you like out of nowhere go to punt return replace, I believe, Darius Phillips out of nowhere. I was be hyped for that, but yeah, excited to see what you'll do there for next season. Next question I have is, what have you seen so far from all the wide receiver core and OTAs? Not just I know there hasn't been any cornerback coverage yet, but have you seen any more leadership from the guys, any more skills developed that you didn't see from last year?
A lot of the same guys. We have some new rookies in there, just trying to get their footing right and understanding the plays and the schemes and just the NFL in general. But I think it's a good receiver room, obviously, talent wise, but also character wise. And I think we're just going out there, having fun and learning, and that's the way that we play best. And I think that it's been fun. We just hopped right back into where we were at the end of last year.
Yeah, man. I mean, the new guys, Kendrick Pryor, Kwame Lassiter, Javon, I believe it's Haliga. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but yeah, there's a lot of talent of new faces, and all the returning guys. So yeah. All right. So next question I have for you is, you seem to be huge with working with the Cincinnati community. I saw you with Deontay Smith going to schools recently. You do that Saturday hoop thing with the Cincinnati community. Why do you make such a huge impact in the community?
Well, I mean, I think it's a privilege to be able to have the platform that we have, being NFL football players and from the city of Cincinnati, which is very diehard with their sports. So it's just a privilege to be able to have that platform, and I'm thankful to be able to go out there and have an influence on younger kids who might want to play sports, or even just people trying to learn about life lessons and what have it. So it's a platform that you got to utilize, and I think for me it's been utilizing it to sort of try to give back and help more so than anything. But yeah.
Yeah, man, I just love what you do for the community, the Saturday hoops thing, to be specific. If I was in Cincinnati, I would go to that in an instant, but yeah, I love to see that. All right, so next question I have for you is, what are your goals for the 2022 season? Not even just for yourself, but for the team in general.
Yeah. I think one of the things we talk about is the chemistry of the team that was there last year, that, you got new people on the team, you got a new year, you got to try to recreate that chemistry in some way, that culture. And that culture goes, beyond just, people doing statistically well, but it's just trying to create that culture so that everyone can be at their peak performance abilities. Personally, I have goals of being, a starting receiver, of being a starting punt returner, and what have not, because I don't see any reason why you shouldn't have those goals. And, those are actions and those are things that I want to pursue and, do the best I can there and then learn and grow. But at the end of the day, I think we gotta put the team first, understand that the team is everything there. And, the team does well, we do well. And, just having fun as a group, because it's a very unique group of people that really is, it's just a good group of people to be around day in and day out, and very thankful of all that.
Yeah, man, that thing with what you said, with the culture and chemistry, that was a similar answer to what Eli Apple said in my interview with him. So looks to be that you guys have same goals, just try to win every game and be the best that everyone can be. All right, so last question I have for you is, you were a free agent last year and you decided to re-sign Cincinnati. Two things with this. Why did you want to come back to Cincinnati, and did you have any offers from any other teams before you re-signed?
Yeah, so I was restricted there, so I was mostly waiting on Cincy. But I've had talks with other teams when in the past when I've got cut or released or whatever whatever have it. But for me, it was a no-brainer. I just like the community here. I like the people. I like the coaches and the way that they do, the game of football. And so for me, it was just coming back to a family, a group of people that I trust in everything that I do, and just being a part of something greater than myself.
Yeah, I mean, it was great seeing you re-sign, like you, Mike Thomas, Stanley Morgan. It's just great having all the people back for the wide receiver core, chemistry, and just more weapons for Joe. All right. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Thanks for coming on, Trenton. Really appreciate it.
Great to be on there. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.